All right, let's take you back to court then in Lusikisiki. I've just shared with you the details moments ago. We take you live now to our Sipha Kema, who's been in court this morning. Sipha, good morning. It was an interesting U-turn that the accused made, and we're talking about Siphosoxolo Myekethe. Initially, in his first court appearance, it said that he would be applying for bail, would have been provided with legal support and legal aid, and then today abandoning that bail bid. Just tell us more. I know it was a very short appearance. Tell us more. Do we understand why?
Well, his attorney, Iman, did not give the reasons as to why exactly they are banning bail, but he did indicate before the short appearance that it will be a postponement and also they will be banning bail. And I suppose after his legal representative gave him some advice, then that's when he was able to, abandon bail. But of course, Iman, the NPA itself was going to oppose that bail application, and given his prior convictions from evading custody, running away while in custody or escaping, as well as serving 21 years for murder and armed robbery already, his chances of getting bail were pretty slim. But before we get into that, I'm going to get more into that with the NPA. Let me start with the family here, Iman. I've got Chief Mkwetini here joining me, and his brother was one of the deceased, the 18th one who had passed away on the Sunday following that massacre. Tata, namhlanje sibonile uvelile futhi umkhanelwa umtyholi lona, but ngoku ujike into waba akasayifuni ngoku ibhayili, uthi mayichithe indaba yebhayili. Ni family niyayamkela lonto le?
Siyayamkela kakhulu lonto because ukumosha ixesha ukuthi ufuna ibhayili. Sizibone into kokuba noko esisigqiba sithathile sesigqibe se-right ukungadelay ixesha ebesirhalela ke into kokuba noko icase le ayihambi ngokwale pace siyifuna ngayo because besifanele sekuxoxwa ngoku because sifuna ukuva izizathu zokokuba kube kwenzeke lento, but sivile ke into kokuba zikhona izinto ezisazoqhoshwa ekufanele zithi uconjululwa ukwenza into kokuba kuyiwe ngqo kule ndawo ufele kuyithole.
Just to quickly summarize what he said, Iman, was that, this case is going slower than they would have liked as families, because they were hoping by now that they would have already started with this matter so that the families could get to the bottom of why did this happen, who decided to do this, and for what reasons were 18 people gruesomely, gunned down. That's exactly what these families want to know, and of course, justice itself as well. Now, let's bring in the NPA and to talk more about that issue when it comes to the bail application. Now, Mr. Tyali, thank you so much for joining us. He abandoned bail, complete from what he had said last week, where he was going to apply for bail and the state said that we're going to be opposing bail. Have any reasons been given by the defense team to the state as to why he abandoned bail?
No, they didn't give any reasons, but we are glad that they didn't waste the time of the court with making that application. But our previous experiences tell us that usually in such high-profile cases, the accused people abandon bail when there's still a lot of public interest in the case. And then once it's quiet and there's no one in court, they make the applications. But we are going to assure the public that even if that happens, we are going to oppose bail.
Now, Mr. Tyali, we heard inside that with the state saying that there's more to this, of course, and more suspects are expected to come in, which is why they requested for a postponement, further investigations as well with the matter. But I think the other suspects that we're talking about, the suspects that he mentioned in court, have these people been apprehended? Does the state know who they are?
For now, we cannot go into the investigations, deep into the investigations of the matter. But what we can say is that the police investigation is being guided by a senior public prosecutor who was representing the state in court. He is the one who told the court that there are still outstanding suspects that he is privy to because he is guiding the investigations. And we want to allay the fears of the families who want the matter to be speedily dealt with, understandably so, that we need to have the investigations completed so that the matter is trial ready, so that every aspect of the investigation is covered, so that those people that were involved are all brought to book.
And now, out of public interest, we know in general, sometimes it would be a request made by the state that, the accused reveal themselves. But the accused in this case, or maybe is it too early, but he still was wearing his mask. And I mean, the public wants to know the person who is part of or in connection of this massacre.
We didn't have a reason for now to ask him to remove the mask. And you'll also respect the fact that the investigations are still ongoing. And we are still, the police are still in the heels of those suspects that are still outstanding. So we do not want to rush matters just to please the public. But at the same time, we need to ensure that justice is served.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Tyali. That's the NPA in the Eastern Cape Regional spokesperson, Luxolo Tyali, of course, giving us feedback from the NPA's perspective. Now, Iman, shortly before court was adjourned for the 26th of November, we heard the state telling the magistrate, or giving the reasons rather why they're requesting for a postponement. And one of those reasons was saying that there are suspects, outstanding suspects, that are going to join the matter. So they would not want to proceed with the matter until those suspects will be brought in. Now, I guess it's for us to wait until the 26th, or even before that, actually, because once they come in, they've got 48 hours to appear in court and make their first appearance, where then we'll hear from the South African Police Services as well as the NPA once those suspects have been brought in, and how many exactly suspects will be brought in. Also, issues like ballistics testing for the AK-47 that was found in Myekethe's home in Mtimde as well has been taken in for ballistics, but the report has not come back yet. So the state is also waiting for that, and also other investigations to this matter. Iman.